Flight deck air distribution. Conditioned air is normally supplied to the flight deck by the left pack. If the left pack fails, conditioned air is supplied by the right pack through the distribution manifold. Conditioned air is ducted forward and enters the flight deck from the following 6 outlets. 2 main outlets on the left and right consoles. 2 adjustable outlets on each side panel. 2 adjustable gaspers on the overhead panel. The flow of conditioned air to the flight deck is controlled by a dual position valve installed in the distribution duct. This valve modulates between partially open and fully open to maintain a pressure balance between the flight deck and the passenger cabin. The flight deck exhaust air is discharged into the underfloor avionics equipment bay. Passenger cabin air distribution. The passenger cabin receives conditioned air during normal operation from the air distribution manifold. The manifold receives all the air from the right pack and some from the left pack. If the right pack fails, the left pack supplies the passenger cabin with conditioned air but at a lower rate. The distribution manifold is a mixer unit installed below the floor of the aft passenger cabin. It supplies air to the main passenger cabin supply outlets at floor level, passenger service unit gaspers, lavatory compartment, flight deck when left pack failed, cargo bay. The distribution manifold receives conditioned air from the right pack and to a lesser amount from the left pack. When the external air conditioning unit is connected to the optional low pressure adapter, the conditioned air goes directly to the distribution manifold. Conditioned air enters the passenger cabin at floor level from air outlets built into the sidewall panels. Conditioned air is provided at the gaspers. The air gaspers, 2 per PSU, are installed above the passenger seats for individual passenger comfort. Each left and right PSU housing collects used air from the cabin. The used air is directed to exhaust ducts connected to a common exhaust duct located behind the sidewall panels. Some air from the right exhaust duct is recirculated and used to provide heating in the galley. Some of the air from the left exhaust duct is used for cargo bay ventilation. The remainder of the air from the right and left exhaust is discharged through ducts into the area below the floor. Underfloor air is used to cool the electronic equipment located in the avionics equipment bay. Lavatory ventilation. A supply duct in the distribution manifold directs fresh conditioned air to the lavatory. A powered exhaust fan removes used air from the enclosure and discharges it under the floor into an area directly in front of the outflow valves. The powered exhaust fan runs continuously and has no control switch. Galley heating. Warm recirculated air from the right exhaust manifold is ducted forward to warm the galley area. The warm air is distributed through outlets at the number 1 galley and the first row of passenger seats on the right side of the fuselage. When additional heat is required, the flight attendant can select supplementary heating at the galley heating switch lights located on the forward attendant panel. Supplementary galley heating. There are 3 levels of supplementary galley heating. Energizing a fan in the supply ducting provides the first level of supplementary heating. Operating the fan increases the volume of recirculated air discharged from the galley outlets. If more heat is required, the flight attendant selects the Heater 1 switch light. An electric heater warms the air in the supply duct prior to discharge into the galley area. Pressing the Heater 2 switch light activates the optional 3rd level of supplementary heating. Conditioned air is taken from the right gasper outlet duct. The gasper air is then heated by an electric heater and discharged from outlets at the number 2 galley. Ram air ventilation. Ram air is used during a flight emergency to ventilate the flight deck and passenger cabin. The ram air duct is connected to the flight deck air conditioning duct by the ram air shutoff valve. The shutoff valve is an electrically operated butterfly valve and is controlled by the ram air switch light on the air conditioning control panel. The switch light is guarded to prevent inadvertent selection. When the ram air switch light is pressed in, a white open light illuminates in the switch light. The ram air valve is shown open and the flow lines turn green on the ECS synoptic page. The status message ram air open is displayed.